So if you look on the floor, I put a sticker down, and it's like a snippet of my math homework that I'm supposed to hand in on Friday.
Yep, nope. Way beyond my intellectual capacity.
What the f- No, I just kind of need help with my math homework. That's all I'm saying, you know? Like,
Yeah, no, this is not a real math problem. I'm sorry, but this is a bunch of mumbo jumbo. It's not a real math problem.
but my teacher said this is variables.
Well, your teacher is an idiot.
I mean, are
Sorry,
you
but
sure?
it doesn't. I'm pretty positive.
So you multiply x with p, and then x with q, and x with r. So you get xp, x2, xr,
So,
and then you keep going like that. Yp, yq, and yr, and then you put them
okay,
together
so
in the brackets.
what is the final? What is the solution then? What is the final result of it all?
Oh, that's what I was trying to figure out, but I couldn't do that, so I thought I could ask people on VR chat if they could do my homework for me.
It literally doesn't mean anything. It literally doesn't mean anything.
But this is this is adding variables. This is what she told me.
Look, if you're adding variables, you ultimately have to eliminate variables in the equation. You have to eliminate all the variables. That's the ultimate objective. You eliminate all the variables. This doesn't mean anything. It literally doesn't mean anything. It's just a bunch of random blah blah blah. Okay, hold on. Let me look this over. Let me truly look this over.
Okay.
All right, so you got a. You're trying. What part of this is you're trying to figure out what A is?
Okay, let me put it in a simple expression. Okay. So you're multiplying s and t. That's in the brackets first, and then you're multiplying r.
What are you trying to figure out here? So like based on all, so this is almost like a key. You're trying to figure out what A is, right? Why are they using asterisks? Why are they using asterisks?
That's to.
Is that meant to be multiplication?
Yes.
Okay, well that's a bunch of nonsense. Again, that's a bunch of nonsense. No one in the actual known mathematical community would use asterisks as a multiplication symbol.
But they taught us that in grade 12.
Well, no. Well, whoever taught you that was an idiot. Sorry, but it was an idiot. No one nationwide would ever teach you that. Period. End. That's not a thing. Asterisk is not a multiplication symbol.
Okay.
I only surmised that because I couldn't imagine any other reason why you would have used it.
Yeah, but
The other thing is they put an asterisk between the XP and the PQR. That's not even necessary. If you're using true mathematical, I don't even know what to call it, but however, you wouldn't have.
What is going on right now?
In the middle. You could have just left that without it, and we would assume that it was multiplication.
In math, you don't make assumptions. You have to list out.
Yes, we do, based on how mathematics are done. So yes, we absolutely do make assumptions.
But if you make assumptions, you can jump to a wrong conclusion.
We make assumptions based on the fact that, like, people who are creating mathematical equations know how the actual arithmetics are written, and so whoever wrote this they don't know the most basic elements of mathematics. Whoever taught you, I'm sorry, but whoever taught you was an idiot. They're an idiot. Don't learn from them.
It's not like I have a choice, but sure.
Well, you can now teach them. Now you can teach them.
Okay, let me type it out. Hold on, like that.
So s equals xy.
This is what I'm trying to do.
That's not even applicable. That's not even applicable. No,
the variables have values.
No, that's
White girl hit that.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Yeah. Oh, you can jump while doing that?
You can say you can say A times
Go white girl,
S,
go white girl, go.
which S represents X versus X times Y.
Crazy.
Wait, is that a V? Hold on, is that a V or is that a Y?
That's a Y.
Okay, I thought it was a Y.
I got the song.
Couldn't tell for sure because the red squiggly line makes it look like it could be a V.
Mm-hmm.
Mine
So
the way
A
right now.
times S.
Trying to read it. I'm blind.
PQR. So A times S times T. Now we don't know what the variables. XY means. And we don't know what the variables PQR means. So we have this formula. We have this formula A times S times T. Now, written in this format, it would be divided by A times XP.
I'm trying to get the solution to my problem.
Dude, it's math homework.
That's what I'm trying to do.
You don't have enough data. You don't have enough data to answer this question. You have not been provided with enough data to answer this question.
Identity.
What does he mean?
What's up?
What is your opinion on lollies?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Can you like focus on the mathematical equation in front of you?
Okay, so you're telling me I don't have enough data to solve this problem.
You do not have enough data to solve this problem.
The main variables.
Hold stop. So 1 second. 1 second.
Yeah.
So A is R equals A. Yeah, no, you don't have enough data to solve this. Hold on. A times S times T. Okay. So we understand the first line.
Okay.
To a certain extent, but we only have variables. All we have is variables. We don't have any actual numbers. See, we don't know what P is. We don't know what R. Oh my God. Yeah, no. Yeah, we don't have enough data to answer this question. Yeah, we just don't have any real data. There's no real data here.
Okay. So, as far as my understanding, you don't need any numerical data to answer this problem.
Please enlighten me. I was always bad at math.
Right. So, the way you're remembering it is that any letter can represent a variable of a numerical value. But in the context of this problem, you don't need to look at it numerically. You're just adding other variables. You're adding variables onto variables. Because the small letters are already inside the big letters. So you're multiplying the big letters together and you're using the small letters to solve that.
All of that works. So you got X and Y, you got PQR, XP, XQ, XR, XP, XQYR. Oh my God. So you're looking at a conclusion. So the conclusion comes down to it's gonna be like A times X cubed times P squared times X cubed times P cubed. And that's just random. I didn't do the actual thing there, but that's basically what it's boiling down to. Is like X cubed P cubed and blah blah blah.
Last time I checked with my instructor, that's not what she told me. It's not like in a cubic sense. You're not
or cubed, squared, whatever comes after that. What is her answer to this?
Well, this is from the
equation?
textbook that I have on like the side. This is the problem that I was presented that I need to solve.
What is the answer?
So the answer would be that you need to multiply the ones in the brackets first, and then distribute R into the conclusive of S and T.
No, there's no reason for that. There's no reason for that.
But you do the brackets first. That's how you do math.
They're all in brackets. Everything is in brackets.
There's two different
Everything is
kinds
in
of brackets. Do you not see
Wait,
the
are
squig?
there
Yeah.
not? Oh, there are. Oh, there are. There's parentheses. There's parentheses in okay.
Yes.
I did overlook that.
Yeah, you multiply the ones in brackets first, and then you add, or you distribute A into the
Alright, so that
byproduct
just
of
tells
S and T.
you- It just tells you that it's literally something squared or cubed plus or times plus something squared or cubed.
Since
within
you're
the range of
multiplying
those
small letters,
variables.
you're just adding them together, or you're distributing them.
Well, yeah, like if you were multiplying,
So,
X
you're
by
not
X,
cubing or you're not squaring anything.
No.
You're
that's not
just doing a
true.
distribution.
That's not true. You have to do distribution.
Yes, I was saying that earlier. You're just doing a distribution. You're not worried about cube or square roots.
Oh my god, no you don't.
Well, I mean, that's
What
what,
the
I'm
hell?
saying. Is like in order to come up with the final, you have to.
You wanna do my math homework?
distribution.
Nah.
So like, if you've got,
It's really
It's
simple.
a voice changer if I've ever.
hold on,
I
let me
know.
look. I'm really drunk, but I'm.
Come on, you can do this.
trying
You're like
also
in
my
grade 10.
best
You can
to
do this shit.
remember- I'm trying to.
Why are you
Like, I
drunk?
guarantee you, no one from grade 10 is gonna look at this and know the answer. Unless they were literally just taught it yesterday and they're doing it immediately from frame of reference. All right, we got our key. RST. R equals A in brackets. S equals XY in brackets. T equals PQR in brackets. And we got A in brackets multiplied by parentheses, XY in brackets multiplied by PQR in brackets multiplied by, well, not multiplied by, but also the parentheses ending that thing. So the first action should be XY times PQR, which is literally X times Y times P times Q times R.
Okay, but you have to look at it in the distributive sense. So you have to distribute X first to
Well,
P,
yeah.
Q, and R, and then you have to do Y, P, Q, and R.
That would be the secondary step.
Yeah,
Would it not? That would be the secondary step.
that would be what's
Am I
written
wrong?
below.
So yeah, then you would take, so you'd get X squared times P. Oh, wait a minute. Times X cubed. So you get X cubed times P times Q. See, in XR, you'd get X. Man, it's been so long. I'm doing this from memory. From memory of 20 years ago, okay? I want you to understand that 20 years ago, actually longer than that, when I was trying to learn this. PQR, so PQ. No, dude, I'm sorry, but I've been out of the math loop for so long.
That's all right.
We had this thing called PEMDAS or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Charge the
well, the
order
North
of
American version would be
operations.
PEDMAS, or yeah, BEDMAS.
It's
Instead of
wrong.
instead of parentheses, we'd
not.
use brackets instead of the P.
Wait, so all of your there goes my controller. Anyway, all of your brackets are the equivalent of parentheses?
Well, no, because in America you would call it parentheses, but in North America we call them brackets.
Brackets and parentheses are literally two different things. Okay?
Yeah.
So at the very bottom you have those two lines. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The second to bottom line, you have the A in brackets, you have an asterisk, and then you have a parentheses, and then you have another bracket, and then you have X, comma, Y, another bracket, asterisk, bracket, P, Q, P dot Q dot R, bracket, parentheses. they're not interpreted as different things. They are literally different things. Brackets and parentheses are literally different things.
Right.
So like you have at the top, you have R equals brackets, A brackets. Parentheses is just like that little half moon symbol followed by a bracket, X, comma, Y bracket. So they're not, I'm not sure how you're confusing. I'm not sure. They're not the same thing. They're not the same thing.
Right. They're not the same thing.
Guys, I don't think we're gonna end up solving this.
It doesn't make sense. This equation doesn't make sense.
I don't think we're gonna solve this, bro.
It just doesn't make
We've
sense.
been here for half an hour. I don't think it's gonna work.
Man.
I got it.
If you're gonna
Oh, you
make
got
an
it?
equation out of nothing
Yeah.
but variables,
Dude, what's the answer?
Oh, I can't tell you. I did it in my mind. It's revealed.
Bro,
to me in
but
a
I
dream.
gotta hand it in by
It's
Friday.
revealed to me in a dream, bro.
I gotta do it by
I'm sorry, man, I can't
Friday.
do
The
it
answer
for
was
you, bro. I
promised to
can't
me
do it for you.
3,000
I can't ask
You're a genius,
ChatGPT, bro.
this is not.
The answer is 6 million. The answer is 6 million. Obviously.
Oh,
No, it's not. You fucking Christ. Jesus Christ. Come on.
I'd show my working out, but it was promised to me.
Actually,
There's no number. This
got to carry the one.
equation. This equation doesn't have a number. Well, it has a number in terms
no,
of
no, no, no,
like.
I got it.
This guy never.
Oh,
gets
you-
it.
okay.
It has
All
a number
numbers.
in terms of
Yo, what's- okay.
exponents.
I got it.
It has a number in
I got
terms
it.
of
What's the
I'll
answer?
type it in.
exponents.
I'll type it in.
I
Alright.
fucking love that meme, dude. Get out of here, bro. This is. You're the girl.
Yeah.
oh my god.
I thought there were intelligent human beings trying to figure this out, but okay, sure. This equation is not written correctly. No mathematician would write this like this.
But that is how I was supposed to write it. According
Look, if you have an instructor, that wrote this out and said figure it out, you should tell them. You should literally go to them and tell them this is a bunch of nonsense. You don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, but you need to absolutely do that.
but according to the algebraic form, this
I
is a
think it's entirely
definitive.
possible. It's just that nobody here is capable of solving it right now.
No, it's not. You know what? Talk to someone who's smarter than me. Talk to someone who's smarter than me that knows mathematics. Find someone out there who's smarter than me that knows mathematics. Show this to them. And watch as they laugh. Watch as they laugh. That's all I'm gonna say. They're gonna be like, what? They're gonna be like, what is this? And you'll be like, I don't know. This is what my instructor showed me. And they're gonna be like, I'm sorry. They're gonna pat you on your head and they're gonna be like, I'm sorry that you ended up with an instructor because this doesn't mean anything. This literally doesn't mean anything.
Okay, but
it doesn't.
I'm
mean
gonna be
anything.
real with you. I solved like 2/3 of the equation.
To what?
I did the first 2 steps.
Okay, fine.
This
Show me.
this is my Word
Show me
document.
the
This is my
steps.
work.
Show me the steps.
I did this. This is my work.
I'd like to solve
You know,
the puzzle.
I'm not backing off. I'm not
You-
backing
you'd
off.
like to
I'm
solve the
telling you.
puzzle? Please
What
do.
does this mean? What does this mean?
Is
I'd like to
distribution.
solve the puzzle.
You can put together
Go
a
ahead.
bunch of variables in terms of exponents, but that's all you can do with it.
Right. What I'm hearing is that you're putting it in the
Okay, so
numeric
if we
form.
multiply a by xp, xq, xr, yp, yq, and yr, then that would just give us axp, axq, xr, ayp, ayq, ayr.
You just turned it into a bunch of exponents. It doesn't mean anything. Anybody can do that. Anybody
They're
can.
not exponents.
They're not
You
exponents.
turned a bunch of variables into exponents.
No, it's just ordered pairs of variable.
Yeah.
Ordered pairs of variables that are represented by
you want me to-
exponential form. It's
Do
the
you want me
same
to
thing.
you want me to explain how I solved it?
I just no, I don't need you to explain. I'm good.
So good. I took a picture of it and plugged it into
let me
ChatGPT.
ask you this. Let me
Oh.
ask you the ultimate.
See, I knew
question.
ChatGPT's the GOAT, bro.
The ultimate question. What does this mean?
It means that it's a distribution question.
What do you mean? What does it mean?
God, no.
But I did like
Okay,
2/3 of the
alright.
work.
Okay.
Okay, let's start with something more simple. What's the
It
square root
doesn't
of
mean
49?
anything.
What's the square root of 49?
Oh
with
my
something
god.
easy.
I don't fucking know. I have no idea.
Then why are we trying to answer this question?
Yeah, why are we trying to answer this question?
Because I gotta do it before Friday.
What is the square root of 49, bro?
I was never good at math in the first place, but I know enough to know
Why
that,
are we
like,
trying
this
for
whole thing-
45 goddamn
this whole
minutes to
thing-
solve this?
this whole thing doesn't mean anything. That's all I
It's
know.
7. It's 7.
Yeah. I didn't want to say it because I know exactly where this is going.
Alright, you
It's
precious
dead, bro.
creatures. You precious, adorable creatures.
Aw.
Both of you. Both of you. Yeah. I will head pat you.
So
a
I asked you
little
this.
bit.
I asked you. Oh,
Hold
thank you.
still
I asked
so I
you
can
this
head pat
earlier,
you a little bit.
but I asked you earlier, but I'm
What?
curious because what's your opinion on lollies?
We're talking about like anime lollies. Anime lollies.
because
Are,
like I
anime lollies are adorable. They're adorable. Okay, fine. Prosecute me.
yeah. Lollies.
Prosecute me. Love
Yeah,
anime
Step one is
lollies.
admitting the problem.
Oh, it's like counseling.
Everybody loves anime lollies. Most people just won't admit to it.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. Of course.
There you go. You got your answer. You gonna try to send me? You gonna try to send me to prison now or something?
My follow-up question was, have you ever been forbidden from entering a playground?
No. I'm sorry, but no. They're just loud and obnoxious.
What if they're animated? All right.
I've never had any interest in animated nephews, so I don't know what to tell you. They're just not my thing. Children to me, they're like potatoes. Have you ever like grown a whole line of potatoes and dug them up? They're all the same. They're like a line of potatoes. That's all they are.
All right.
They're
I get the
potatoes.
analogy.
I
get the analogy.
I wish I could come up with some other analogy, but they're like a line of.
You can also make
potatoes
vodka out of
made.
potatoes.
Yo, hey, don't get me started. No, don't have me starting. Look, I can start turning children into vodka.
Yeah, man.
Look, I laughed for a minute, but you're like all silent over there, like you're serious. That would probably be the best thing you could do with most of the children that are born in the world to this day. Turn them into vodka.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, that's evil. I shouldn't think of that. But like, you know what's funny? If you guys knew me, like amongst my coworkers, the way I joke with my coworkers and stuff. I'm gonna be at work tomorrow, and I'm gonna be like, hey, I was on VR chat last night, and somebody told me about turning children into vodka.
Oh, while you're at it, can you take a screenshot of that and see if your coworkers can solve it? I want to see if they can.
We'll have the conversation, but none of them are gonna have an actual solution. A couple of them, I know a couple of them will have a good laugh about it. There's one person on our team that will take it very offensively, and I'm gonna laugh at them for taking it offensively, but